Well, we're back on the sweep line here on Marvel's Mopar Madness. We're gonna get these rockers welded in. Messing with bed mounts too. We're gonna do some bed mounts today. A couple of you like to see this truck, so we're getting it going. We'll get welding on this. We'll set you up on a little time lapse and see how it goes. Can't do nothing. Done ran out of wire, guys. I gotta remember where I put it. Yeah, done ran out of wire on the welder. It's crazy. Well, I'm gonna get this wire put in. Back to welding. Craziness. Well, we got this side all tacked in on the top. I gotta do some filling in work here, but that's at a later date. We're just getting these tacked in right now. Gotta do some fill-in work there and fill-in work there. But we got this all tacked in. We're gonna go to the other side in the back and do that side. So we'll get you set up over there. And well, I got you guys set up here. I'm gonna try to talk you guys through this passenger side. We done the my co-director here says we need to talk you through. So we're gonna talk you through this side. Give you a little time lapse on the first side. See if you want to listen to me talk about this bullshit. So all it is bringing metal together and tacking it. We'll probably start here in the center and make sure it's down. Once the center's down, we'll go over here and make sure that side's down, and then make sure that side's down, and then just jump around. Try not to put too much heat in it. We got a pretty good structure inner rocker in there. We got 1.5 inches by 3/16 or quarter. I think it's heavy duty.
Yeah.
But the inner rocker is pretty stout, so I mean it don't really matter how much heat I put in it, because the inner rocker is going to take a lot of that. But you still want to be jumping around and be mindful of that whenever you do other body work. It's more like a practice. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of body work, but never perfect body work. Let's just put it that way. So we're gonna get the tack in here. You guys kind of hear how the welder sounds. And you'll know if I'm into some seam sealer or into some paint, just by the way the welder acts. And if we was perfect, it'd been shiny when we started, but we're not perfect. Neither is the truck. Maybe that's why you guys like us. So
This truck wouldn't even been saved.
no, if you would have seen this truck, it'd been scrapped. Everybody be like, that's a cool truck, but it ain't savable. We'll give you a walk around of that later and let you see some of the stuff that's still a pain in the ass that we're dealing with, but you gotta save cool shit. You can't let it go to the scrapyard all the time.
What is this truck? 72 years old?
It's up there.
Something like that, yeah.
It's up there. Shit, the chassis
20 years old.
The chassis saw 20 years old. We're thinking we're doing big things. We got a 20-year-old chassis.
But
saw.
I can go to the auto parts store, buy any piece I need, and they have it.
Yep, that's right. So like I said, we'll start here in the center. Kind of push down there. Give that a good tack. See how it ain't bouncing no more. We'll come over here. Yeah, I need that hammer. Should I show them my slick Rick pulling ability of a metal real quick or no? Tack there and pivot. Should I just push down? We're gonna push.
Well, I just pushed on here.
it. And sometimes, you know, you can't have your hood on, you gotta lay some weight on there. And you kind of hear the metal pull. I mean, you guys probably can't hear it, but I can. You hear the metal pulling together whenever it got hot there. So, we got that pulled down. We got a pretty big gap on this front side there, but it's going to be filled with weld, and can't hardly see that. And if you guys know, we're a little bit different here. We're in the shop today.
Not out in the driveway.
We're not out in the driveway. We're a little privileged today. A little privileged.
It has warmed up. It's a whole 32 degrees.
Yeah, from the negative.
Well, that day we was working on the cornet, it was about 5 degrees out there. Where your wheel was frozen.
Yeah, I put the rear end in it. I still ain't done a wrap-up video of that. That car's back going, if you guys watch. Back daily driven. You can't hardly film your daily driver stuff. You gotta get that done so you can get somewhere. So
I regret not filming a lot of this truck, you know what?
we didn't film a lot of this truck, and we slacked off, but you know, we got big ambitions this year. We got a Holly Mo party. It still ain't announced yet. Maybe Holly Mo party.
What are they thinking, like 13th, 14th, the only week open?
Only week open in September, unless they want to do it the end of
The first of...
the end weekend of. Or the
No,
first.
that's the Nationals.
Oh yeah.
Everything is booked.
So it's
Except
either the
for-
13th or 14th, or it ain't happening. But we are going to Hot Rod Power Tour. That's why we're working on this. And I'm hoping to rile a couple other buddies' feathers. Maybe they go. So, back to welding here. Yeah, to tack a lot there, I had to build that tack up to even attach that metal. And now we're gonna go see where we're spongy at. And where we're spongy, we're gonna tack. Make sure it's all pushed down before we start running it. And yeah, just a bunch of tacking from there. We'll get that knocked out here. It shouldn't take us very long. Probably about 20 minutes max. I still ain't completely satisfied with the fronts, so we may pop them off and give you a little fitment issue. I know we're going to trim. I was talking about it the other day in the video about leaving this here, but I think we're going to trim that, and that way that fits up flush. And when you get our hammer and dolly out, make sure don't pull in, pull out. You know, tack it, hammer and dolly it, because it shrinks, and you're trying to make the shrinkage less, I guess you'd say. I don't know. I'm not too versatile with my words, but we're gonna get back to tacking. everybody says cool tacks on sheet metal, but the cooler the tack, the more you got to grind off of the top of it, and the less penetration you get. So I mean, if you got a good, nice, hot tack and you're good and fast about it, you get penetration in both metals, and you can carry on. Because if you got a real cold tack, it's just it's a lot of buildup you got to grind off.
We know about it.
He knows about the grind off, so we're trying to make it hot where it melts both metals real quick, and it's less of a big tack. It'd be a small tack, but it's hotter. I don't know. You know what I mean? The colder you are, the more wire it puts out. The hotter you are, just more it fuses together. And every time I tack, it creates like a keyhole, as them pipeline fitters want to call it. Because when you're welding, there's like a little keyhole that you want to keep that penetration in. But 90% of the other welders and fabricators will call them fish eyes, my little tacks fish eyes, which they are. But it's also, we don't want to have continuous weld. If we had continuous weld, we wouldn't have fish eyes. We'll show you some continuous welds here in a little bit, and you guys tell me if I can weld or not. We'll show you the tacks too. You guys be the judge. Tell me what you think. And 90% of fabrication work is being able to cut straight. If you can cut straight with a cut-off wheel, you can make basically anything work. If you can't cut straight, you can't put stuff back together because you can't mimic the same cut. And I may be talking too much, but you gotta let the metal cool. There's a lot of paint, a lot of seam sealer there. That's why I kept it on a little bit longer, burned through it. Then you take your gloves and you wipe it off. Then you go ahead. Get you about a nice inch weld there and go on to the next weld. You don't want to stay in the same spot too long. It's called diddling. And if you guys see this truck in person and the passenger side looks better than the driver's side, I get better by the second side. So I probably should have started on the passenger side first. I cracked myself up, don't I, dude?
Yeah.
He knows it's true, that's why he sighed.
It's like, you know, we're getting somewhere because when we first started, the doors were the best part. You know what I mean? The B pillar wasn't attached.
Yeah,
there was
There was no
nothing.
structure. That fucker's solid. All the cab mounts are on. Look, I can even move the truck now with the rocker. It ain't even welded in yet.
9,000-pound truck. Move it with a rocker.
Move it with the rocker. That's how you know it's sturdy now. that was a little long of a weld, but I wanted to connect tacks. Sometimes you get impatient and it's probably not the right way to do it. But had to burn through some paint there. And my welder's kind of junk. It only works a certain way. So. Well, another spot where my welder will work. Well, you guys get the point. I want to listen to music. We're going to get back to the time lapse here. Get this side knocked out. Go on about it. Well, we got both of the rockers in the back. So our plan now is to weld these. But we gotta get another cross piece because I'm gonna go across. There's another cross piece. We're gonna put them in. We're also gonna put some more structure in back here. Put that piece of triangle plate in here. You know what I mean? And then we got that up there. Then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. That's gonna be the body. Well, bed mount. And the other bed mounts are back here in the back. So that's what we're gonna do here. We'll get you guys set up and talk you through how we're gonna do this and show you a little bit of the welding process and stuff like that. So we'll see you here in just a minute. Well, I think I got you set up pretty well good. You guys can't see me when we get down here. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. So we got these plates. With these plates marked up. Right here's our mount underneath there. We're just gonna burn these plates in for now. We'll get our hose lined up later for our through hose. Got our ground hooked directly to where, that's the best weld you can get. You gotta hook your ground directly to whatever you're working on. We turn the welder up here. Let me see, this is a Miller 140 MP. We got her turned up to about 8.5 on the wire speed and about I on the voltage. So we're gonna have Darren back here getting them back gusset pieces I showed you. We'll get them cleaned up and ready for us, and we're gonna tack both of these in first and make sure we like them, and then we're gonna buzz them in. Yeah, that's a lot different than tacking on the sheet metal, a lot hotter. This inner structure is made out of 2 by, what was it, 1/8 inch? Yeah, I think it was 2 by 1 by 1/8 inch channel. And then that was made, our plate's made out of 1/4 inch steel. So we gotta have her turned up a little bit so she gets
Bed's gonna be solid.
pressure.
Do you know where the nut is for the grinder? Put the flat disc on it.
The nut?
I had a fire wheel on it.
I do not, buddy. I do not. So we got that pulled up in place right there. We're gonna tack this again. Tack that. Once that's all tacked, we're ready to burn it in. Then I'll show you guys my welds here as we burn this in. I'm good. God, how good I was.
Better and better with every piece.
Better and better. beautiful. Another beautiful weld. What do you think? They're bowed or?
This is the shock mount.
Breaker. Pop the breaker. I just knew it wouldn't matter when. It's just a matter of when. That's the problem with welding off house breakers. They're only like 20 amps at the highest. This welder needs a good 30 amp to be able to throw down some good welds, but we'll show you here in a minute. Got about 2 inches of weld here, about 7 inches of weld there, and we'll get you in here, guys. I like this truck. This truck's been parked for a while. Darren and his brother started on it, and then I got freed up where I didn't have to work. You know, do my own little thing, and I told Darren I wanted to work on it, and he said, "Good, you can get some money out of me, and you can start working on this." So that's what we done.
What I said is, if he starts on it, he's gonna follow it through.
Here we are.
And here we are. Because I wasn't gonna let anyone work on it.
Here we are. Still nothing.
Technical difficulties. I don't know. They're pulling off power.
I
A
know.
lot of power.
I know. Still no power. Wait, no power here. It's gonna be a cool truck going down to. Yeah, once we go on a hot rod power tour, hopefully you guys like it. You know, we'll be down there on power tour. You'll be able to see. I'll have my Coronet there. This will be there. Probably gonna have another buddy in my Duster. And if somebody else wanted to, they could probably drive my 69. But the Coronet will be there for sure. That's the vehicle I care the most about. If my dad would let me get his GTS, it'll be down there. But you know, we're all Marvel Mopar crazy around here. I've always been a Mopar fan, and I like Fox bodies though too. Don't get me wrong there. Everybody gotta like a Fox body. May have popped a breaker in the house, and
That's what all of them are good.
all of them are good.
Yeah. We know old boy records out here.
Did we burn up that extension cord?
It's possible.
Plug me in up there. Let's see what it looks like up there.
We know we'll blow that one right away.
Technical difficulties here, guys. I ain't getting out. I'm stuck in here right now until I finish these welds. Dang, they look good. I forgot I was a welder. I forgot that. Here we go. Here we go. Got another extension cord here.
Nothing. Let's go glue something else.
We fucked up the welder, did we? The welder messed up.
Reset it.
Huh?
Reset it.
Did you?
Nothing but that. It's a good impact.
We'll be back with you later. Well, guys, this will probably be the end of this video. I gotta go scrounge up some money. The damn welder done took a shit on us. We're getting power on both sides of the thing, through the breaker. So it has to be like a circuit board or something burn out on it. I'm not too smart with electrical, but I can find out if there's power somewhere or not. You know what I mean? So, but I'll show you how good it was welding before it did break, because it was welding good. You see that? Beautiful. Beautiful welds. But what happens, you know what I mean? That's my main life support for fucking to pay my bills. So, gotta get on a welder, figure out something here soon. But I appreciate you guys watching. We'll try to get some more updates, but as of right now, we're at a standstill on me anyways, because it's just welding for me. But I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Thank you very much.